And Secret Mines of New Madrid, in which Rayleigh races time to prevent a foul desecration of Mars itself. Then the villain shows his hand. Ooh. It's probably a very disgusting hand, filled with, stuff. Leeches. Yeah, a hand filled with leeches. So stage 4. This one is a fun stage. Probably a little bit harder than stage 3, but a bit less randomish. Well, maybe the random in this I feel in stage 3 is just because I'm not completely used to playing it, but yeah. So these enemies, like the one just in front of me here, you've got to kill a center part and then a decent amount of hitbox hacks, and then the 4 mini turret things cross-shaped. And when you kill those, it kind of clears many bullets on the street, so it's very useful. Also, I would like to have thorns. Ah! That was painful. Painful mistake. I would like to have thorns. So I just die. When you die, you lose all your thorn charge. Activated too early here, but I still did it fine. Ah! Take that. Oh, done. Music here is a remix of the first stage theme. Pretty cool. Don't need to kill that. That and that. I was going straight into bullets. There was no way I was not activating that. Got to get in the center of this guy's face, otherwise you're never going to get... Ah! Phew. Whoop, turret. There's some hidden turrets in this level. It's actually pretty annoying. There, kill this guy. Whoop! This aim stuff is pretty scary at times. And he just ran away, like the coward he is. Didn't know that robots can feel cowardness, but whatevs. And that's the end of the stage. Whew. Last time, the last express an hour loosed at the heart of Mars. So I discovered the verb to lose an hour, loose an hour with this game. So vocabulary, heck yeah, vocabulary. So this boss has his own gimmick, which is you've got to kill the orbs here, and it's going to make a core appear. And then you've got to kill the core before the orbs regenerate. So you've got 4 phases of that, basically. And the third phase is pretty much impossible unless you do some perfect stuff abuse. Vaunt abuse. And we're going to see, because now the second phase is almost over. Yes. Third phase has 3 cores and 8 orbs, so that's a lot. The way I do it is like that, and it's just too hard to dodge all those spiral things. And I did get hit! Ah! I did get hit. That doesn't... And there's a guy all of a sudden. This is the Conquistador, so he's the head of the Spanish army, kind of, and he's piloting that train. Piloting? Piloting? Driving? Let's just say driving. Maybe I shouldn't have activated that. And then the orbs regenerate. You can't kill this guy in time for this phase. And this attack, wow, I dodged this attack pretty well, so good. And now he dies. Well, he doesn't die because he's kind of the bad guy in this game. So the train is destroyed, but he still runs away in some other train. Yeah. Yeah. I like the end of stage music. It's really 17th century like. And it's funny. It's funny. And skip. Oops, I skipped so well. Doesn't matter. We follow the guy in the Lost Temple of Croatia, the most dangerous actor of modern Russia. Anyway, can the American Conquistador goes all in. Epic music. This music is just awesome. It's just awesome. All the degrees of epicness you could have imagined in your whole life. And they really use the choir ominous chanting really well. And yeah, so we're in this temple of ancient Martian culture stuff, and so those robots are not Spanish robots anymore, but Martian robots, I guess. And difficult stage, I spent a lot of time in practice mode. No, it's not practice mode, it's just playing the stages in this game. And the special thing about this, as you can see, is that there's no background. Well, there's environment. You can destroy some blocks, and you can get crushed by other blocks. So it's a nice variation from other stuff in this game. And there's a few blocks like the one on my right, which lets shots go through. It's kind of confusing at first, actually. And Vaunt! Whoa, barely in time. There's no death Vaunt in this game, obviously, so sometimes your slightly imperfect reflexes will make you die. And this, you want to end the previous Vaunt early so that you can get some Vaunt for this section, which you don't really know how to dodge. Well, maybe you could dodge this stuff by just not being in front of the guy's face. But seriously. Ah, I got the medals too far, so you got to do this. You don't want to kill any of those turrets, because otherwise, like in stage 3, and they'll just spam you if you kill one and not its friend. Just thought I'd tell you, this section has awesome music, and it's also a good idea to just fall through this and use... I was killed by a shot from behind. And I was saying use your Vaughn to go through this while invincible, but hey. This time you have to kill those guys, so be sure to have some Vaughn ready. And that's the end of the stage. And... saved by the wall, of all things. And that's the end of this stage. You can still get crushed by the environment here, so be careful, be careful. This is the part where I want to be the conductor. Every time it happens, all of a sudden I take my hands off the keyboard and just start doing conductor movements. It's hilarious. And now it's time for the final boss fight. He only has 3 phases and is the Conquistador, captain of the Spanish Armada. Why am I staying on the left? Because, as you're going to see, it's how it works. You got to kill those hand things. They look like hands to me. And so this first phase, they just stuff aimed at you. And then when you kill both hands, he opens his thing. And second phase, still same thing, except it's a different attack. And you're going to kill them so fast that it can't even attack me. Pretty hilarious. I'm going to deactivate my Vaunt right now. And the last phase is kind of a mix of the other two. Except it only doesn't use the first phase anymore afterwards. And bam! This hand is destroyed, and when he opens, just Vaughn here because it's a bit harder to dodge, and you kill him. And wait, why does he have still 1% of his HP? Something's wrong here. Epic music again. Epic music. Did I mention the epic music? So yeah, they're actually singing Conquistador, Conquistador. It's hilarious. No, it's not hilarious. It's all. I need to stop saying it's hilarious when I just mean it's nice, fun, or whatever. And so the guy goes all Super Saiyan using the ancient Martian technology or something, and you got to destroy those orbs to damage him. This second phase, you want to try and avoid using the Vaunt if you can, because you're going to need it in the third phase, but only if you can. Because this thing, it's bloody impossible. Bloody impossible, I tell you. Just too much stuff on screen. But apparently I did dodge this. And now, whoop, whoop. It's like the throwing of mount whatever. Except if you're in a bad position, die. Yeah, just like the throwing of mount. Whoa! No, I don't want to fail the game now. I haven't even seen the guy's hardest attack, which is what worries me the most. Whew! So this phase is the easiest one, and I have no idea why it's here. Honest. Have no idea why it's here. Now for the hardest phase. These lasers get faster and faster every time. And this thing... Oh, this thing. Got to concentrate on dodging the blue and red things actually, not too much on the orbs. And the last phase. This, it has two patterns. This one, which is alright, and the other one, which is not alright. So I'm going to die here. Nope, I didn't die. Excellent. Job well done. Game beaten. Not 1 CC, but I didn't play that well. And, whew! 3 hits taken in the 3rd stage. And, there you go. I got max money, and let's not skip the epilogue by accident this time. Yeah. So, we beat the Conquistador, and now Spain and the Martians will not destroy England and the Earth and Mars and whatever. Heart of Mars. Wow, his very ashes were eradicated. Wow, that must hurt. Profound regret. Oh. Oh man, what a comparison. But, you know, the guy was evil, probably. Now he will return. But no, he doesn't want. He's going to stay on Mars. Humble seed of a mighty tree. Yeah, there's winter on Mars. Huh, maybe. Not the same timing as on Earth. And that's it. Now it's the end credits. Final Form games, not Final Frontier games. I'm sorry for getting that wrong earlier, because I know that Shaman? What? Shaman? Because getting the name of the company wrong kind of probably is annoying the company. Francisco Focus, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. And this end theme is really quite the end theme. Just, you know, energy pumping. Actually, this should be the music for the secret final phase of the final boss, except there's no such thing. But imagine having that epic guitar solo while playing. That would actually be pretty good. And lots of thanks for different people. And get through the backgrounds again. That's Uraniki. Listen to that music. That's stage 3. So fun. So that was a clear which used every single resource I had. I've already 1cc the game before, like an hour ago basically, and got hit twice or 3 times. So basically the nature of this game, it's much closer to the cave games where you hardly get any lives at all, and got to do with that. I honestly prefer the tutorial style where you get lots of stuff and you've got to manage your resources basically. But this game, to compensate for that, it's not as hard. But obviously I'm not on the hardest difficulty setting, and I actually had to work a decent amount to get this mode to a beatable place. The biggest problem is the stage 2 boss. And well, no problem guys, thanks to you for making the game, because it's a pretty damn gosh decent game. It's not amazing, there's quite a few details which I think are not the best. I don't like any of the shot types, first of all. And the enemy, one thing which is quite jarring, enemies don't make any noise when they shoot. And that actually annoys me because it's not the case in Thor, and I usually use that a good amount just to make, you know, just for my reactions basically. And since there's some bullets which go much faster than others at the time, it's a bit annoying. And stage 2 boss, you've got to watch the water for when the things in the water spawn, and that's really the thing which makes it hard. And if you pay a lot of attention, then you can do it fine. I actually only died once in this stage 2 boss, so I shouldn't complain. I really lost my lives quite uniformly along the game, proportionally to the difficulty of stuff. Except the 2 fails in the second half of stage 2. But even then, that's probably one of the hardest parts of the game, so yeah. 1 death to this guy, 1 death randomly in stage 3, and when did I die? Yeah, I died stupidly at the beginning of the stage, and at the boss, and I think that's actually it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Next time, I think what I'm going to do is try the Judgment difficulty, which I have unlocked it now. And we're going to discover that together, so I'm not going to do the gauntlet, I'm going to play every stage in order in several different episodes and see how much harder it was than the pretty decently easy mode. See you then, bye!